Hello everyone, my name is Raymond Malaspina, and I am with Group 7, also known as the Prototypes. The group also includes Jennifer Trewick, Jennifer Tate, and Addie Perrone. The website we chose to redesign is art.yale.edu, which is the Yale School of Art program. The Yale School of Art is a graduate school associated with the prestigious Yale University and grants Masters of Fine Arts in various areas of study, including graphic design, photography, and sculpture. The primary goal of the website is to cater to potential and current students, alumni, faculty, and staff, and anyone interested in learning about or visiting the school. The website aims to offer all information regarding the school, including areas of study, courses offered, admission information, publications and events, and portals for students and staff to use. Current students may use the site to log into student accounts or check the news bulletin. Potential students often use the website to apply to the school or check financial information such as tuition and fees. Faculty may use the site for the faculty portal for professional use. Users with a general interest in the school or alumni may want to explore the calendar of public events or view the current exhibits on display. Using the heuristic evaluation, user profiles, scenarios, and representative user tests, we were able to narrow down 4 usability violations that guided our web redesign. The first is an inconsistent layout and interface. The second is unclear and overloaded navigation. The third is the lack of an escape route, such as a search bar or help link. And finally, the final issue is the excessive use of dead links throughout the website. The Yale School of Art website also lacks an aesthetic and minimalist design, and our prototypes reflect a change in the layout. However, we chose to focus more on usability issues for the overall redesign. Our group decided to focus on 4 pages of the website that needed the most help: the homepage, admissions, tuition and fees, and the calendar of events. The homepage of a website is the first experience a user will have when visiting. The user typically approaches a website with the need to acquire some sort of information or to answer questions. Immediately when accessing the website for the first time, the representative user tests that were conducted produced concerns regarding the inconsistent layout as well as the amount of effort required to locate information about the art program. The primary issues in usability violations is lack of an escape route such as a search bar or help link. The website currently does not include a function to search for the answers to questions. The primary issues in usability violations is a lack of an escape route such as a search bar or help link. The website currently does not include a function to search for the answers to questions aside from manual clicking and looking through each individual page. This is an issue because manually searching each page can be inefficient and cumbersome for the end user. As part of the redesign, we have included a search bar at the top of the page. We are looking to accomplish allowing the user the ability to search directly to complete the following tasks. The user is looking to identify in-person class requirements, search for scholarship and financial aid options, and find on-campus events and activities. Based on the design, we believe this search function remediates the usability issue and accomplishes the necessary efficiency for a user to seamlessly locate pertinent information about the art program. As a recap, adding the site-wide search functionality remediates the user issues to find the answers to their questions, and the new functionality will allow for accomplishing these tasks. As part of the redesign, we have included a search bar at the top of the page. We are looking to accomplish allowing the user the ability to search directly to complete the following tasks. The user is looking to identify in-person class requirements, search for scholarship and financial aid options, and find on-campus events and activities. The admissions page has its fair share of usability issues. Some of the tasks that may take place on this page would be locating admission instructions and deadlines, finding next steps like interview guidelines for the appropriate area of study, and locating other related links like financial information. Upon evaluating the website, we found it was full of information to the effect that the user must scroll and read through extremely wordy paragraphs. It becomes difficult for the user to discover the specific information they are seeking. Additionally, links relating to checking application status or applying are either non-existent or not clearly labeled. The website also provides navigational tools at the very bottom of the web page, and the sidebar includes limited links to move to the other pages of the site. For example, if a user wants to navigate to the scholarships page, the user must either go back several steps or click on a link in the sidebar that takes a similar route. Unless the user scrolls through the lengthy admissions page to the bottom menu of popular links, the user would be left sifting through the various links and web pages to find other important information. According to Nielsen's usability heuristics, usability should focus on the clear, concise language and an organized layout that makes sense to the user. All labels and navigational tools should be visible and easily retrievable so that users can easily complete their goals. With this in mind, our group redesigned the admissions webpage that supports learnability and recognition. The admissions page prototype focuses on easy-to-find navigational tools, proper labels, and the visibility of appropriate information. The prototype provides concise sentences so users do not have to read through extensive text for information. The links found within the text boxes are underlined for visibility, and the text describing the links are clear for users. The navigational menu that is located at the bottom of the original webpage has been relocated to the top left side as a quick link sidebar so that the information is obvious and retrievable. The sidebar includes links that are the most relevant to admissions, which includes the various types of students that may be applying to a school. On the original website, this page requires users to scroll the entire page to find information that applied to them. With this redesign, the sidebar links and labels allow users to navigate to information that directly applies to them, rather than having to filter through the lengthy text. Once the user is on a particular page, the label is highlighted in the sidebar so the user is always aware of where they are within the site. Shown in the prototype is what the page would look like if a freshman student were accessing the freshman admissions information page. And to remain consistent with the entire website, the admissions page incorporates the persistent navigation with the bar at the very top of this page, which includes common links such as the homepage link or the search bar. The redesigns offer a coherent and recognizable layout that supports the needs of users because they are able to find, locate, and retrieve information to complete their goals. After a student has been accepted into art school, the next step is to figure out how to pay for it. The tuition, fees, and aid page is difficult to navigate and has many usability issues. When visiting this page, the main goal is to easily find the cost of tuition with fees, financial aid options, and any other option that the school provides, whether it's scholarships, fellowships, or part-time work. The current Yale page does not make it simple. The page is laid out in an unclear, cluttered way that forces you to look throughout the page to attempt to find information you are looking for. In fact, on the original page, there is no information given regarding tuition, even though the user clicked on a tab mentioning tuition. With the current page, the user has difficulty locating important financial information that is needed to pay for school. With our redesign, we simplified the page and made it more user-friendly. On this redesign page, we highlight the two main pieces of information a user would be looking for when visiting the page: tuition and financial aid. On one side of the page, we made sure that the tuition is clear and broken out. We list the price for the academic year, as well as fees, supplies, and living expenses that are included. Also included is a click-through link to access their student accounts page. The student accounts page is where the student can make payments or to set up payment plans if need be. Previously, this link was located near the bottom of the page and not easily accessible for the user to find. Adjacent to the tuition information, we included a segment for financial aid. Depending on your status with the university, the school would set up different links for the student to visit to ensure they can apply for financial aid and meet the required deadlines. This was one piece of information that was clear on the original page. Each link takes you to the appropriate steps needed to apply. We place this next to the tuition box because after viewing the cost, most students need to apply for aid to help pay for their education. On the left side of the page, you will also notice a sidebar for more information. Below more information, you will find the options that Yale originally had underneath their financial aid information categorized as types of financial aid. We found that the original layout was a bit misleading. When reading more about each, you realize that they are not open to all students, but specific types of students depending on the category selected. Because of this, we gave each option its own category. The student can select which option best fits their needs. This process we found more usable than the original site. Yale had too many steps on the original site as each option first needed to be expanded and then clicked on a click-through link to access the page. While some were working links, several links were sent to dead pages, which violates Nielsen's ninth heuristic. Additionally, we made sure the redesign layout was cleaner than the original. The background is not as distracting, and the formatting and font sizes are all standard. When trying to finance your way through college, the more accessible the information is, the easier the process. The community calendar webpage is accessible through the quick links bar in the main homepage, and it is designed to show important dates and events concerning Yale School of Art and Yale University respectively. The users for this webpage are aimed for both current and prospective student users. Some of the important key tasks for them in this page is to locate admission deadlines, information on both current and prospective students, School of Arts showcase series, and department events. There are some usability issues that can be found in the original design, such as distracting background, calendar subscription at bottom of page, calendar events not easily visible, and art series not located in top page. After a group's redesign, the key accomplishments for this calendar webpage is that it is more uniformed and organized, aligning to our project's theme and design. The calendar events are now the main highlight of the page, and the subscription and art series are now visible in the events page. The community calendar was made to contain significant events exclusively for the School of Art community. The original design was not well executed for a student user to use and navigate, which violates Nielsen's usability rule of minimalistic and aesthetic design. Interfaces should not contain design or data that is irrelevant, since it competes with relative information that diminishes their relative usability. As you can see, the initial background looks distracting upon browsing the calendar since it is tiled and animated. Although you can pause the animations to continue navigating to save bandwidth, the community calendar heading cannot be easily seen because of the background design, even though it is highlighted in yellow. The smaller font does not help when browsing the page when viewed in a regular tab window. The calendar does not show significant events that a student user needs to see for reference, and their filter options are confusing. The current art series is located below in the web page, and it needs to be in the top portion to showcase the School of Arts events. And lastly, their option to subscribe to the calendar is barely visible since it is highlighted in orange, and their provided instructions below the web page are confusing to follow and distracting as well. The new community calendar page has the same uniformed appearance for uniformity and overall theme design. The same School of Art tabs and search bar is present once you open the calendar web page. You can notice that the community calendar is more organized by font size and color without the distracting background compared to the original design. The events are laid out with a bold blue background with white font to enhance and captivate the audience's attention for important information. Each significant date in the monthly calendar is placed on the dates in a uniform text box with a dark blue fill and white font, so it can be easily recognized by a student user as needed. The Quick Links tab on the left-hand side has also been updated to use for the community calendar. The School of Art's current art series are also displayed in the right-hand side of the screen. This redesign supports Nielsen's heuristic of consistency and standards, where users should not have to wonder whether different words, situations, or actions mean the same thing, and it should follow platform and industry conventions. Overall, the redesign of the main calendar page is now more efficient and productive to use, as it is aligning to the main theme of the redesigned website, creating a positive experience for a student user when navigating Yale School of Art. With the primary goal of the art.yale.edu website being a tool to cater to potential and current students, alumni, faculty, and staff, and anyone interested in learning about or visiting the school, we find that the previously proposed redesign recommendations will help contribute toward meeting that goal. Based on the heuristic evaluation, our team built a prototype using an industry-standard wireframing application to address the inconsistent layout and interface, the unclear and overloaded navigation, the missing search/help functionality, and various dead links throughout the website.